I. There was a shade in the corner of his room. Ghost threw his bedding at the door, one blanket at a time. "Give back in here! Give it back!" He sat down on the bare bed, looking around the room. He was trapped by the monstrous sight of Shiver. The power that had been at his back, a weapon of pride. Now it was pointed at him. He left his gun with Buddy the day before. He stood up to look for his knife. Maybe Ray hadn't gotten around to stealing it this time. He found it where he'd hidden it in his bedpost. The shade stared at him, stared at the knife. The shade could never say more than this stuttered sound. It would pop into your head like a memory of a sound as this shade looked at you. He pointed the knife's tip into the place on his neck that Old Man had shown him, where you could make sure nothing could save your target. Buddy opened the door. Ghost froze. Bitter, wide eyes glared at her. He hated her. "Goodbye," he said. Buddy fell to her knees. "Don't," she said. "Why not?" Something banged outside, a gunshot, and the knife ringed out of his hand. He cried out and clutched his stinging hand. Buddy sprang forward and tackled him down to the bed. She was damn heavy. Ghost wheezed. After that beating a few hours ago, this hurt, but he didn't resist. Amherst showed up in the doorway, pale. "Oh, thank fuck," he sighed. "I didn't hit him." Ghost closed his eyes. "You can't stop me," he wheezed. "I'll kill myself." "Promise me you'll talk this out if I let you up," Buddy said. "Can't lose another brother." She shuddered. "Fuck you," Ghost growled. He felt a sob in response to that. How dare she cry when she was stopping him from the only thing he wanted to do? Amherst slung his rifle behind him, closing the door most of the way. "At least be nice to her," he said. "She's trying to save you. You're like... She's trying to take my choice!" Ghost said as loud as he could, even though it hurt his stomach. He grimaced, forcing tears back. "Get the fuck off me!" "Ghost, stop this," Amherst said. Ghost closed his eyes. He waited. Buddy got up off him awkwardly. "Please," she said. "At least just tell us why," Amherst said. Ghost just lay there on the bed, grimacing with his eyes closed, breathing hard. "Maybe if you can explain it, you won't want..." But he stopped. Ghost peeked to see why, and he saw Amherst finishing a stop gesture. He rolled his eyes. Then he sat up painfully, ignoring Buddy's hand offered to help him. "Quit pretending you care," he said. "I'm on to you. It's too late." Buddy and Amherst glanced at each other innocently. "I saw Old Man's face," Ghost said with disgust. Old Man's rage had made him nauseous. He was pissed at me, because I tried to take his valuable asset. That's not why," Buddy said nervously, tucking her stray hair back. There was a pause. Amherst bowed his head. Ghost looked at him. "That might be why," Amherst said. Finally someone honest. "Is that why for you?" Ghost asked him, leaning back against the wall. Amherst's brow crinkled like he was thinking. "I don't know. If you two actually cared for me, you wouldn't try to force me to live." They didn't speak for a long time. Ghost sat there waiting. He had all the time in the world. He was going to end his misery, and it was going to feel so good, at least for a moment. They heard a familiar light step in the hall. Old Man. Ghost braced himself, straightening up and swinging his legs off the edge of the bed. Old Man busted in, bumping into Amherst. "Oh," he said. "I didn't expect you to." Ghost glared at him. Old Man glared back. "If you die, I'm going to choose Win," Old Man said bluntly. "See?" Ghost said to Buddy with a snarl. "You ever try a trick like that again, I'm going to kill you myself. You got that?" Ghost breathed heavy. He'd given Old Man everything but his last choice. He was too angry to speak. Old Man just glared back. Then he showed him his sidearm, a pistol with a long handle for a bigger magazine. "I'll make it slow," he snarled, then turned on his heel and stomped away. Buddy looked horrified. Amherst just had his head bowed. Ghost felt like he'd known all along. Stupid Chase in his head insisting on trusting the old bastard. Chase was going to die for that. And everything else. "Well, you done?" he said to Buddy and Amherst. Amherst laid a hand on Buddy's shoulder. "Give me a minute," he said. Buddy left, shuddering. Ghost stared at Amherst, who squinted for a moment like he was thinking. Then he nodded at Ghost. "I'm sorry," he said. "I had no right to stop you." Ghost's eyes opened. He stood up, wincing with the pain of moving. He crossed the floor to Amherst. Amherst looked down, then up again at Ghost in front of him. "If my last interaction with you was to suppress you, I'd prove you right." Amherst pulled out his own knife, a hunting knife, and handed it to Ghost. "Whatever you choose, know that I'll miss you." Ghost took it in his left hand. He extended his right hand, stopping Amherst from turning away. He clutched Amherst's long hand in his and shook it. "Thank you," he said. "Thank you." Amherst actually bowed at him. "Goodbye," he said, and left.